Here's to hoping that 2023 is a great year for The Sims, more specifically The Sims 4. A lot was revealed during the previous Sims Summit stream. We're getting brand new worlds. We even got a sneak peek to concepts behind these new worlds and even new builds as well. Of course, new packs are coming, that's a given. Free patch updates and Sims Delivery Express releases, but there's one thing on the list that is most anticipated by a large number of Simmers, and that is the Infants Lifestage. At first, many Simmers thought that they would be overhauling babies, and I was definitely a part of that group of people. During the previews, it kind of looked like that's what they were going for, but as we began to learn more, either through tweets or information on articles from different websites, we began to piece together that babies are most likely going to remain the same and toddlers are most likely going to remain the same as well. So where are these changes going to occur? There is most likely going to be a brand new life stage called Infants, and this will be added between the babies and toddlers stage, which is lovely. I think for what it's worth, this is a great idea for them to implement it in this way instead of giving us a baby overhaul. Babies in The Sims 4 are pretty self-explanatory. They're pretty much newborns, maybe just a hair past newborn. You can interact with these babies, but they're technically objects. You can't lift them out of their bassinets and walk away with them, put them on the floor, take them to the fridge for bottles, etc. We've had these kind of interactions in previous Sims games, but we don't have that in The Sims 4. They're definitely very limited, and for a very long time, a lot of Simmers wanted this to be expanded upon, but honestly, maybe with a few changes. First, in my opinion, changing the name from baby to newborn would be a better change, maybe even adding or changing a few interactions for babies. Now in The Sims 4 up next, we go straight to toddlers. A lot of people might not think that you're skipping too much, but there's a lot that is occurring within the first 1 to 2 years of life. In this time, the infant stage that is for the most part skipped or ignored in The Sims 4, I guess you could consider it between the 2 months and 1 year mark, since toddlers in The Sims 4 definitely resemble a 1+ year toddler, and the current babies are definitely the 0 to 2 month newborns. That leaves a pretty big gap. There are a handful of motor communication and social skills that can be learned. Moving hands and legs, starting to respond to sounds, and the ability to smile or recognize and make eye contact. That slowly develops into controlling hand movements, lifting the head, crawling on the tummy, responding to familiar voices, have the ability to interact with primary caregivers. And then that leads into the more interesting stuff that I'm most excited to explore within The Sims 4. Of course, if they are to come. The entire development process of being able to sit up and stand and roll over, responding to names and imitate sounds, and even convey and understand emotions. By 9 to 12 months, things improve even more. Crawling and walking will slowly come. They will be able to discern commonly used words and imitate sounds and movements, and will even be able to participate in simple games like peekaboo and show interest in specific foods or toys. And by the 12-month stage, kind of moving into the toddlers that we already have in the game, then you're gonna start seeing things that we already have, like the ability to self-feed, understand instructions, and use simple words, and play with other children. So there's definitely a big gap. Some of these things I feel like we kind of already have in some sort of way or another, but there's a pretty big gap of things that we do not have that we potentially could see with this infant's life stage. So 2023 is probably going to be a very, very good year for The Sims 4, and I think that this new life stage being a big part of this year, I'm not sure exactly when this is going to come, if it's going to be something that is pushed earlier in the year or potentially a little bit later in the year, or maybe towards the middle. I have a feeling it's probably going to come within the first quarter, since it was teased not too long ago during Q4 of this year, 2022. How detailed do you guys want to see this new life stage Infants be for The Sims 4? Share your thoughts below. Let me know what you guys want to see and what you want the Sims team to flesh out with this new life stage. I love you guys. thank you for watching, take care, and happy simming.